It's beginning to feel a lot like summer, where it's hot as shit and the AC bill goes up. Scoobity doobity doop, boobity boop boop. Make sure you put on your sunblock so you don't get cancer. What's going on, beautiful people? It's so hot. I have the air as low as I really wouldn't want to have it at this time of day, but I don't want to sweat. So we got to knock this show out. I wasn't here yesterday because of heat exhausters. Actually, I wasn't here yesterday because I ended up doing like an improv 2 live show on TikTok. Let's get into the show. It's a nasty show. I know some people are going to love the show today. It's going to be a very polarizing show. I can definitely tell. These are my... Oh. My bad. I was like, couldn't see myself on the little flappy thing. I hate that this camera has got a flappy thing. I know we used to have the top flappy thing. All right, let's get into the show. We got some topics. I'm here, you're here. Something I was gonna say that I should have said. I didn't say it though.
Ladies and gentlemen,
damn, B.
now walked into a song.
Why are you so loud? That hurt my ears. Why? Hey,
I'm out of this world.
I'm on the moon.
Refueling my spaceship and I'll be home soon. I'm out of this world. I'm on the moon. Refueling my spaceship and I'll be home soon.
Ow.
I'll be home soon.
Ow. Should I dye my beard?
I'll be home
Serious question. It's starting to look ashy.
I'm out of this world. I'm on the moon. Refueling my spaceship and I'll be home soon. I wasn't born,
What?
better yet hatched.
Huh?
A little this and that. They say kill it, bring it back.
It's Kasabian. Kasabian Lavoe Show. Look, it's 175 degrees outside. That's it. I don't got. Is it really shiny off my do-rag? I think I should turn that down. It's too late. We in there. I do have an amazing show for y'all. We have some topics today. Some nasty topics, but we got to get into them. We're going to be talking about Donald Trump. We're going to be talking about Puff Daddy, AT&T, Six Flags, and the Liver King. Listen, it's going to be a very fun show today. I was supposed to be here yesterday, but like I said, I was, well, I don't know if you heard. I was on TikTok live with some DJs, and I took over their fucking show. Just took over the goddamn show. Just did my whole show there. So I'm sorry that y'all didn't get to see yesterday's show. This show's going to be better because we're here. We're home. We're going to do what we got to do. And no TikTok right now. It costs to multi-stream. And when I go on TikTok, I think my get me banned anyway. So, gang, gang. What happened? It's been really hot. It's really much. That's like pretty much it for me. It's just been really, really hot. There's a heat wave. T-Rex, he had a stroke T-Rex had a heat stroke, and it turned into a seizure on stage in New York because of the heat. I drink water all day. Like, y'all really see me on here drinking water all the time. I'm even spending crazy amounts of money on alkaline water and like the best water I could find with no plastics, no BPA, because we're made of water. I try to wake up every day and drink some water, and then drink my coffee. I drink my water first because we're 75% water, so it's kind of like, I don't know, giving myself the basic nutrients to start the day. I drink about a gallon of water a day. That shit don't stop. I just got a fat face, and that sucks because when you drink so much water, you pee a lot, and you would be like, oh man, you drink so much water, you should be in shape. Well, it's my fat face. I can't fix it. It's just how God made me, fat in the face. Not a thing. All right, let's get into today's show. Now, Just fair warning. There might be some topics today that you don't want to hear, and that's okay. But we got to cover them because they're big news. I haven't covered some of these topics on purpose, and these are updates that probably everyone should know. So, with that being said, this is an entertainment show, a value infotainment show. I provide value, information, and entertainment all in one. Sometimes we got to embellish to make things funner because the news is boring. So we don't lie, we just embellish. We just make stories funner. I really don't. I honestly just read clips from the news, bring it to y'all I get my sources. I tell you, hey, we're reading this out of TMZ. And then I tell you what TMZ said, and I tell you how I feel about it. Don't get upset. Don't get mad. If you want to start your own podcast and talk shit about my podcast, I'm completely fine with that. The problem is I don't have a podcast. This is a talk show. And I'll be your host with talent on loan from God. My name is Kasabian. We are live from Las Vegas. ChatGPT writes the intro. I do the show. Listen, it's 175 degrees. Las Vegas lives on the face of the sun. It's ridiculous how hot it is, but we got some shits to talk about. Yeah. I did it on my lonely. Loner's all butthurt and mad, but that's okay. I don't give a front door. Hey y'all. Let's get to today's show. Today's show is brought to you by me. All me. I'm going to update the intro because we got some new things coming. Probably not. Maybe no new things. All right. ChatGPT does the intro. ChatGPT writes it. I do the show. And then we just talk. So let's talk. What's going on, beautiful people? My name is Kasabian, and I'll be your host with talent on loan from God. I get that from my deceased mentor, Rush. It always boggles me that I don't hear that more often. But anyway, shout out to Rush. Live from Las Vegas, where 110 degrees just means it's Tuesday. It's the Kasabian Lavoe Show. Tonight, we're diving into the heat wave that's got the whole country sweating balls. But out here in Vegas, we just call it weather. Stop being bitches and pussies about it. Do we get flagged? Trump says... No, Trump didn't say he's from Queens. Trump is from Queens. That's it. That's the statement that I have to make. That Donald Trump is from Queens. He's more like us than y'all don't want to believe. Just letting you know that. Six Flags is closing down a park because apparently thrill rides aren't thrilling enough to survive in this economy. We'll break down why your favorite coasters might be gone. It's sad. It's really sad. I've never been there. AT&T just got hit with a $177 million lawsuit. I can't wait to get my money from that settlement. My bad. If you've ever paid them, you might finally get a check back or a credit or nothing. You know how this goes. They do. It's $177 million, but they got to pay like 8 billion people 34 cents. We got to talk Puff because Puff is trending. It's not music. It's just more madness with Puff. But I'm finally going to cover some of it because I want this to be known, especially because we talked about it. And Liver King. Yep, that guy's back. I think we covered him a little bit when he was walking through Vegas dragging shit, but he got locked up. Is this the end of the caveman era? I mean, the red pill took a shit. The Dude-mosphere, that took a shit. Not the Liver King. No. And, excuse me, I got gas. And we got more. Don't go anywhere. It's the Kasabian Lavoe Show. This is the Kasabian Lavoe Show live from Las Vegas. Let's go. Is that? Okay. Yeah. Bro, our fucking local correspondent, Gilly Monster, wants to tell everybody some news because he don't want to let me fucking do my show. God. You want me to tell him what you said? This weekend, I was on a mission. Can I tell my story? God damn it. I was on a mission this weekend. A mission to get fireworks for my favorite holiday, the 4th of July. Now, getting fireworks to Las Vegas is difficult. So, it's illegal. So, I didn't do that. For years, I love going to Seymour's ice cream shop. I used to own a furniture store. We delivered furniture. We had a lot of customers in Pahrump. I was in Pahrump often delivering furniture, and I would go to Seymour's while they were open because they closed in the wintertime. It's a beautiful ice cream shop. It's old school soft serve with sprinkles. I fucking love vanilla ice cream and sprinkles. Why? Because I'm a Puerto Rican kid from the Bronx that ate Mr. Softy. So we took a road trip. I haven't taken a road trip in quite some time. It was very beautiful. The scenery was awesome. The weather wasn't too bad. There was a good breeze that kept the weather under 100 degrees. It's a great time. Now, my dilemma is I cannot buy fireworks from the stands because they suck ass. The other dilemma is I can't buy the fireworks from where we went because they're illegal. What did you do, Kasabian? Well, one, I didn't buy that many, but I bought some. Enough. I'm going to have a good time. Me and my son will have a great time. I told my neighbors not to be bitches about it, but we'll have a great time. We're going to have fun. It's going to be clean, 4th of July, fun. It's my favorite holiday. We got there. Don't get me wrong. We didn't get there and not worry. We got there, got to the store. By the way, all the fireworks stores are new. Every single fireworks store that I went to had a new store. Like don't come to the old building, come to the new building. That was awkward because it really felt like we were being set up by the police to walk into the new building and just all get arrested for buying fireworks. Now, before we even got there, Gilbert said, you know what? My friends got pulled over and they took all their fireworks away because there's a checkpoint. I said, dog, you're tripping. They don't fucking do checkpoints. The fuck are you talking about? There was a checkpoint. I'd never seen it. It was like fucking 30 cops. When I get to the damn fireworks shop, I was more nervous than when you buy weed from the weed shop. I was losing my mind. I went in there. I said, hey, y'all, how many people been pulled over? Nobody knew. I said, that's crazy. Don't nobody know how many people got pulled over? Nobody knows. There's like 20 cops out there. And they're like, 20? It was 6 yesterday. Damn, B. So, I'm shitting bricks. I casually put all the fireworks away and we go eat our ice cream. We had an amazing time at the ice cream shop. I bought a Rockstar. I used the restroom. Got back on the road. I can't lie. It's a beautiful ride back. I'm chugging away. There's 2 cars behind us. If you know anything about road tripping, you kind of want to be in the cluster so that you could speed together, not get pulled over, and just not be the odd man out. Coming from that route, you're usually the odd man out. My fear was the 20 cops that were sitting on the side of the road, they probably had nothing to do and they were going to fuck with me. So, behind us was a Mercedes-Benz, and there was a F-250, probably a mile and a half behind us. Like he was going pretty slow. He wasn't trying to catch up. That Mercedes had somewhere to go and she was speeding. I was so happy that she was going so fast. She caught up to us, was in front of us. So as we were passing the police, we just kind of passed them. That was it. Nothing happened. I made it home. I made it home safe. We're good. That was it. Just bought some fireworks, took an amazing road trip. And probably broke some laws or something. I don't know. I didn't break anything. I went in there and got the sane and safe ones anyway. Like all I got was sparklers. Like how illegal are sparklers, right? Like the 5,000 pounds were confiscated though. When? I don't fucking know. I didn't see one person pulled over. As far as I was concerned, they could have went into the store, bought those fireworks, and then took that picture and said they took them from everybody because I didn't see one person get pulled over. For the people that went there in U-Hauls and pickup trucks and were just loading your trucks like you had no business loading your truck, like, bro, they were like, there's a fireworks shop right when you get into the town called Red Schnapple. You shouldn't go to Red Schnapple, okay? It's a setup. People were going right there, loading their shit, going right out. You people were the ones that got pulled over. There's a girl on TikTok and on Facebook. I've seen her damn comment 4 different times. We went the other way. Nobody cares, dog. That's like an hour 45 extra. Nobody lives in that part of Vegas anyway. So who the fuck wants to take that long ass extra ride? That's not even a nice route. Y'all just OD'd and it didn't look cute. So nobody cares. But she thought that they did something. They thought they ate. They didn't. But that was my weekend. Literally, Gilly scared the shit out of us, and I had a panic attack. Yeah, I was scared. My butt went like this. Shoop! I was scared as shit. Man, listen, he is no joke. The sun is no joke. Drink your waters. Do your Googles. T-Rex, I hope you get well. Drink more water. I think a lot of y'all need to hit the gym and stop playing. T-Rex, you've been out of shape for too long now. Go take a class. Like, for your baby's sake. Go take a class. His family was in there. Don't do that. Not with your family around. Let's get into this show. Now, big facts. That's why I give, you know what? Shout out to Gilly for looking out. Because I was nervous, but you know what? It was good. Kept my head on a swivel. It's good to get your blood pumping like that. And the drive was beautiful. The ice cream was great. I can't complain. The ice cream was amazing. My son loved it. Wife loved it. It was a good time. Now, let's get to the show.
Oh, God.
I rock my legs. Leave me alone. Okay. I'm being stoic. Where's Loner's punk ass?
Lonely. When you on top, it get lonely.
I want to start a Patreon because Joe Budden makes $900,000 a month off of his. I don't even want that much. I can make a couple $100 and I'll be fine. I think I started one and I never did nothing with it, but we're going to definitely do something with that damn Patreon. Israel-Iran truce. Trump calls Bibi. What the fuck? Oh, Netanyahu. The story's out of The Guardian. Before I even get into it, let me just say this. People hate Trump. What Trump did the other night was and is one of the most, brash examples of how amazing the American military really is. There's a reason why we're number one. You're not close. None of you. What occurred that morning, was that over 40 American military vehicles made their moves around this entire globe, and nobody knew. Nobody knew. Not one, not two, 7 giant planes that were made here in Vegas. I know they're not made in Vegas, but I grew up looking at that big-ass triangle B-2 bomber going, wow, that thing looks crazy. To know that they sent a fleet of B-2 bombers, Spirit bombers, like, are you shitting me? I don't care who sent that shit into action. Here's the difference between Trump, Biden, Obama, and the rest of them. They all would have came out and said what they were gonna do. Trump did it. He did it. Y'all said, oh, we're gonna bomb you tomorrow at 4:30. Nah, not Trump. Obama used to tell him the coordinates of the bombing. There was so many comedians making fun of it. Remember, they were like, oh, look, we're going to bomb right here. So the Taliban would just step back 4 feet so they wouldn't get hit. Like, that's what happens when you self-snitch. What Trump did was amazing. Y'all might not see that. And all you fucking political scientists that work regular jobs and don't get no political money, thank you for telling us and me how the president is supposed to ask permission to do things. You don't know what's going on. You haven't had a fucking clue for 10 years. Just stop. All you political scientists are morons, and I mean the ones on Facebook. The biggest, dumbest fucking group of people, I swear to God, that even exist. Y'all sit around just miserable. I go on that app just to see what's going on, and I'm never impressed. It's a fucking pit of bullshit. Trump steps in like it was WWE. He personally called Netanyahu to stop the bombing. The former president is flexing foreign policy muscle again, while Israel claims a historic victory over Iran. But did they actually destroy anything? Intel says not really. We'll talk about that intel. Let's unpack this global game of chicken. Before we jump into this story from The Guardian, yesterday, according to CNN, was trending. Why? Because CNN is the only outlet that is reporting that we did no damage. Whose side are you on? That's my other problem with you fucking people. I don't give a shit who's fighting. This is red, white, and blue, period. That's the side I'm on at all times. If you ask me, we fucked up everything. And if we didn't fuck up everything, we're going to go back, drop it again, and fuck up more shit. Why would you sit there on a global stage and say that we didn't do anything? Who the fuck are you to say what we did? CNN ain't been reputable for fucking 8 years. Probably longer. Y'all got really dusted during COVID. It wasn't that long ago. So for y'all to think that y'all got some insight, who's your insight? AOC's clown ass? Don't nobody know what the fuck was going on. 6 people knew about that attack. 6 people. Because of people like y'all that talk too fucking much. CNN don't know shit. Whose side are you on, CNN? That's the real question. If we didn't do anything, what are you going to do about it? Why are you telling the enemy that we did it? Just let them say that. I ain't heard nobody from over there come back and go, no, we're good. We can get to our nuclear weapons. Not one person has said anything. What we have is 2 sides that have been fighting so hard and so long that they both don't know what the fuck they're doing. That was a quote from Donald Trump. The Guardian. The shaky truce between Israel and Iran appeared to be holding on Tuesday evening after an extraordinary day in which furious Donald Trump at one point personally interviewed by Benjamin Netanyahu. Intervened. Why the fuck did I say interviewed? That does say interviewed, but I should say intervened by calling Benjamin Netanyahu to get him to scale down the Israel attacks. In a television address late on Tuesday, the Israel prime minister hailed a historic victory, claiming that Israel had thwarted Iran's nuclear projects, but it remained unclear whether the deeply burrowed Fordow nuclear site had been destroyed. But this intel shit. But this whole intel shit. But initial intel from U.S. intelligence assessment concluded that the strikes did not destroy two of the sites and probably only set the nuclear programs back a couple months. Two people familiar with this reported that, damn it, I thought we didn't get this one. I literally vetted this story like 4 different times because I was trying to not have that fucking portion put in there. CNN spread that news to everybody, and everybody's been reporting it from CNN. That there's intel that we didn't do anything. The goal wasn't to blow up the bombs. The goal was just to stop the shit. Either way, whose side are you on? That's my real question. And why didn't we check that? That one sucked. The White House has dismissed all reports as flat out wrong. I agree. I feel like CNN should not be able to speak for the whole world, and why is everybody repeating what CNN said, right? Well, anyway, that's my politics. That's all we have for politics. We'll move on. I hate talking about the whole Trump shit anyway because I feel like I get attacked. I'm just bringing you the news. That was an amazing thing that happened. Okay. Donald Trump's attack on Iran was just as historic as Pancho Villa turning the horseshoes on the horses to confuse them where they were going. That's how good it was. That's how good of a military strike it was. I don't give a fuck if you don't like them or not, but that's a fact. Six Flags closure. People, this is really happening. Six Flags is shutting down. More parks. Thrill rides are out. Reality checks are in. California's Great America might be gone by 2027, and Maryland's park is done after next year. Is the amusement industry losing steam, or are they just crashing out before the loop-de-loop becomes a liability? That was pretty good. The stories out of people. Six Flags California Great America may soon shut down its gates permanently, unless we decide to extend and exercise one of our opportunities to extend that lease. That park's last year without that extension would be right after the 27 season, which would be 2027. Six Flags Chief Financial Officer Brian Widrow said about the Santa Clara Cliff Park, California park. The comments were made while answering an audience question at the company Six Flags Investors Day on 2025 on May 20th. The news followed May 1st announcing that Six Flags America in Bowie, Minnesota is closing. I didn't even know they had a Six Flags in Bowie. Where is Bowie, Minnesota? Is it Minnesota? What is Bowie, MD? It's closing at the end of 2025 season. This means that over a 100-acre park would close in October. Damn, over 100 acres? What would you do with the land after it's not an amusement park? Do you just build houses and call it good? This means over 100-acre park would close in October 2027 after the Halloween season. The park first opened in 1976 under the Marriott Corporation as Marriott's Great Adventure. Well, sayonara, lo siento, but probably this will be the last that we see of Six Flags as a thing. That kind of sucks. One day we won't even have amusement parks like they used to. I don't care for amusement parks. I think amusement parks were just invented to keep people entertained, and it was just the most dangerous, stupid shit that we ever came up with. Do you remember like parks having like 27-foot slides and like really big swings where you swung like 30 feet in the air? That shit changed. Okay? Maybe we are pussy, but I just don't find it fun. Like, I'm not fond of getting on roller coasters and fucking tick, 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 tick to the top, and then I don't like that shit, okay? I don't like that shit. You cry, you get upset, you feel like you're gonna fall, you can't even save your fucking kids, your kids are screaming, you're like, no, don't cry, I love you. Sad, bro. Double loop-de-loops and shit. That shit ain't fun. All right. Trigger warning for the next story. Just want everybody to know. Trigger warning. And it's because we talked about, let me just be completely honest. I told y'all this Diddy shit was way too much. They overshot it, and they don't realize that they did not realize what they were dealing with. You're just dealing with a bunch of nasty, horny people. This isn't what they thought. This was legitimately Hollywood. That's it. That's it, baby. This is nothing. This is a domestic violence case at best. At best. The man left and had babies on this girl. Y'all forgot that? Like, oh, man. Anyway, he didn't touch no kids. There was no reports of no kids. And everything else is falling apart. Diddy trial drama from TMZ. Just when it looked to be bad, prosecutors are backpedaling, dropping arson, kidnapping, and it was one more from the RICO case. There's no proof that he blew up Cuddy's car. There's no solid ties to that allegation of abduction. What does this even mean for the rest of the trial? Excuse me, for the rest of the trial, let's break it down. It's what I've been saying, to be completely honest with you. Kid Cudi's a bitch. He never thought he would have to go sit in court and say what he said and then show that Puff put a sprinkler in his car. It's not illegal to sit in somebody's house and open their gifts. Diabolical. That's the only time I've ever used that word, and I think I used it properly. It's diabolical to lock somebody's dog in the closet or in the bathroom. Actually, he put him in the bathroom. He could have put him in the closet. He left him with water. And then he opened your gifts while you had his ball. Do you understand me? You was fucking his girl. So what? He burnt the seats in your car and put your dog in the closet and opened your Christmas gifts. Fuck her some more. Do things to really hurt his feelings. You know the game. You was winning. That's why that's out of the fucking case, because he didn't blow anything up. And I'm sure if the abduction was the dog, because I can't think it was a person, y'all are tripping. That didn't happen. Anyway, I'm not here to defend Puff. I'm just here to give y'all what's going on with TMZ. Stories out of TMZ. In a stunning move, the day before closing arguments in the Diddy federal criminal trial in New York City, prosecutors have pulled back some of the key testimony during the trial. Specifically, attempted kidnapping, attempted arson, and aiding and abetting sex trafficking. Isn't that the case? The reality, prosecutors seem to feel that they've fallen flat on proving Diddy allegedly kidnapped former employee Capricorn Clark, who was taken to a building and given a lie detector test to determine if she stole jewelry from Diddy, and Cassie, when she was allegedly held in the London hotel. Yeah, I hear you. How else are you supposed to get somebody to take a lie detector test? More surprising, prosecutors are not pursuing the attempt arson claim that Diddy blew up Kid Cudi's car in a jealous rage during the trial. Prosecutors never directly linked Diddy to the fire. Both of these charges related to racketeering and the RICO charges Diddy faces. But even though that this is all related, it's more than related. Can we be frank about it? Like, what is he going to jail for now? Being a nasty man. That can't be. You can't go to jail for just being a nasty man, especially when everybody was enjoying your nasty madness. That was my problem. Y'all forgot he left her and she came back. So her story got real weak. In court, you have to prove it. Diddy wasn't that bad. Nasty. Maybe not even that nasty. Some of y'all, listen. There's a lot of people that are worse than Diddy. And this is because we know what he did. We don't know what y'all do. At all. Sorry. Y'all just took like a bunch of bad situations and thought they were illegal. There's nothing illegal about sitting in somebody's house, putting the dog in the bathroom and opening the presents. That is not illegal.
I do it on my lonely. When you want time.
Fucked up. Not illegal. If Puff would have came in the house and changed the time on his coffee machine, fucked up the time, unplug it and plug it back in so it flash 12, go and find his favorites on the TV and then erase his favorites on the TV, go into his computer, I'm sure his password is day and night, and then go and clear his cookies and everything he's got favorited, clear it out, or find a drive of music of his and then delete it. That would have been funny. Not illegal. Funny. If Puff would have went in and opened the fridge so the fridge would break, flushed the toilet a bunch of times, maybe cause a little flood. Well, you don't want to get in trouble for flooding his house, but maybe take off the water supply for the toilet. just shut the valve and take the little tube off so there's no more water to the toilet. So when he gets home and he flushes, it just flushes one time and he never can flush it again. That is not illegal, but that's the type of shit Puff Daddy does. And now that, you know, it's looking like he's going to get freed, we're going to hear a lot more stories of shit that he got away with. One person that's not going to get away with the shit they're doing is the Liver King. And he's trying to fight Joe Rogan. The Liver King has officially lost his mind, and he got arrested for threatening Joe Rogan. From raw meat to raw threats, the influencer challenged Joe Rogan to a fight in a viral video and ended up in cuffs at the Four Seasons. Bro really thought that he could beat a black belt with beef liver and disillusion. Yes, he was very delulu, and the police had his ass hemmed up quick. Stories out of Rolling Stones. Social media influencer Liver King has been arrested and charged with making allegations of terroristic threats against Joe Rogan. I didn't know that was against the law. Austin's KXAN reports the 47-year-old born Brian Johnson shared a series of Instagram videos earlier this week in which he challenged a podcaster to a fight. Joe Rogan, I'm calling you out. My name is Liver King, man to man. I'm picking a fight with you, he said. I have no training in jiu-jitsu. You are a black belt. You should dismantle me. But I'm picking a fight with you. Your rules. I'll come to you whenever you're ready. So scary. Johnson was taken into custody at the Four Seasons Hotel in Austin, Texas on Tuesday, June 24th. The Liver King is a maniac. When he was in Vegas, he was dragging weights around, and that shit was ridiculous because it wasn't hot yet, but he was walking around the strip dragging weights and holding dumbbells. Craziest shit I've ever seen. It's 110 degrees outside. It's really hot in the studio. That was the show. I had this little thing that I wrote that I was supposed to do at the end of the show, but I never do. I said, well, it's that time again where we play a song, and then we go. That never worked because I never do it on time, and then I know I should, but I never do. What song should I play? Here we go. Yeah. I think I had a decent show today. The Trump story bothered me. I cut through 4 different stories just to get away from that whole intel that we didn't do anything. I don't give a shit.
All these young boys want 1 million views.
Huh?
I spent $1 million on my fucking view.
Yeah.
I work hard for these views.
Huh?
And that's the difference between
me and you. Yeah.
The life I live,
I just write about it.
I be really
Talking shit. I die about it.
You say the same thing,
but I really doubt it.
When it come time,
shout the Master P, I'm bowdy.
You fuck with me,
I'm rowdy. Piper or Ric Flair, Stone Cold with the rock glare. Yeah, I'll take it there.
I don't really care. I'm always down for that action. But don't add up,
that's just simple subtraction.
I'm always on the move. I got that traction.
Yeah.
It's Kasabian
Lavoe.
No asking.
In 10 years, I ain't slept yet. Yeah. In 10 years, I ain't slept yet.
They say the head is heaviest that wear the crown. That's why I'm always looking down.
My name is Kasabian.
Nightmare.
Live in the moment. Don't live in the past. Be safe. Stay dangerous. Lavoe, love you, Wayne.
Is this a dream or nightmare? Dream.
Put my glasses on. I can't see nothing.
Nightmare.
All right, y'all.
Dream. Nightmare.
It don't work no more?
What more do you want from me?